Dang, it's just like the mapfish said. There's no one here. Anyway. Hey everybody, it's Josh again. Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. In the last episode, we finished off our 6th dungeon in the game, the Wind Temple, defeated the evil sand shark, Mulgara, and finally restored the power to repel evil to our Master Sword with the help of the Wind Sage, Makar. So now that our Master Sword has been given its power back, in this episode, technically our main mission is to find all the Triforce charts and shards with the help of the incredible chart that Tingle gave us. But you may be wondering why I'm back at the Forsaken Fortress again. Well, while we will be searching for the Triforce charts and shards, I'm going to go around this entire Great Sea, starting with the top row of the map, so that we can kind of explore what we've been missing, like, aside from the main story, to see what other kinds of islands there are.
The adventure continues!
So, to start out, we will be heading east from the Forsaken Fortress. And I will be showing you the other kinds of islands we've been missing. Even though some we've already seen before, but I do want to take care of the rest of the side quest stuff while doing the Triforce charts and shards. Okay, so after clearing the Forsaken Fortress, we're going to come to this island first. This is Star Island. Now, we passed by it on our way to the Forsaken... We passed by this island while we were going to save our sister after going to the Forsaken Fortress the second time. But there is something I didn't bother to do because I was so focused on trying to further the main story of the game. So, on Star Island, there is one mini dungeon you can do. Or just like a mini enemy gauntlet. So let's go ahead and get out our bombs. Place one right next to this rock. And also you'll notice over here, there's another Korok that has a sprout that is dying. He's part of another side quest, but we'll be doing that side quest later on, because that one actually takes quite a long time. Like, at least... that would probably take at least one whole episode in order for me to do. So anyway, now that the hole is revealed, let's go. Alright, so for this enemy gauntlet, at first it starts out with 3 Magtails. And now that we have the fully powered Master Sword, these enemies are going to be almost no threat to us. I didn't wait long enough to do the counterattack for that one. Okay, let's... those Magtails down. Hey, that one died in 2 hits to the Master Sword, fully powered. And now we got 2 Bokoblins. Even though I don't need their joy pants anymore, I'm just gonna steal them anyway, just to sell for some rupees. Okay. Now stun these guys. Dang, they're no match for me now. No match for the fully powered Master Sword. But now we got 2 shielded Bokoblins. Oh, that was kind of dumb. Like right at the end of the cutscene, they managed to hit me. That was kind of jerkish. And now we got 2 Moblins that are like sniffing around. Makes me kind of wonder if they're actually like hunting for truffles or something. Because they are pigs. Take that skull necklace. Stun you. Yep, even Moblins are no match for me. Yeah, the fully powered Master Sword, these enemies are going to be no problem for you. And then from defeating all the enemies, another treasure chest will appear. It's also kind of funny how some of the really important treasure chests have like spikes on them. Anyway, inside this treasure chest you will get a piece of heart. Oh, don't need that. Even though that would be a cool sword to wield, unfortunately it's too big for me. Yeah. Kind of reminds me of Samurats. They may have those big scimitars to wield, but as for me, as an Oshawott, the Scout Chop is the perfect fit weapon for me. And it's exactly my size. Anyway, it's time to move on. Alright, so passing by this square, because we've pretty much done everything in this square, because this is Northern Fairy Island, We've already got the wallet upgrade from that island. Got the blue chew jelly from that choo-choo. And also did the thing in the submarine over there. However, if you haven't completed the Joy Pendants or the Skull Necklaces side quests, then I recommend going back to that one area. Just going in and out using a grappling hook on the bokoblins and moblins that keep respawning every time. Just so you can get that side quest out of the way. And then we'll also be passing by this square because this is where we completed the Wind Temple back at Gale Isle. So after completing the Wind Temple, there's really nothing else you can do on this island. So we're going to move on to the next island just up ahead. Alright, now coming up on this square. This square is one square east of Gale Isle, where the Wind Temple is. It's also kind of northeast of Windfall Island. This is Crescent Moon Island. You best be careful and sail in these waters on nights when the moon is full. Well, if you like pure soul-freezing horror, Fry, then you may be able to handle it. So yeah, he's basically telling you about something that can happen about this part of the story. But as of right now, we are not going to deal with it. However, for the Triforce charts and shards, you will need to deal with it later on. So anyway, there's a couple of things we can do on this island, on Crescent Moon Island, because it's shaped like the crescent moon. And yet he says something about the moon being full, and yet it's only crescent shaped. There's a treasure chest at the top, as well as 2 blue choo-choos. And in the treasure chest, you get another treasure chart! Practically the easiest treasure chart in Zelda history. So anyway, let's go ahead and deal with both of these choo-choos. So I'm going to go ahead and use the grappling hook. So these will be blue choo-choos number 4 and 5. The other ones we've gotten are on some of the fairy islands we've visited, which are Northern, Eastern, and Southern Fairy Island. Those were blue choo-choos 1, 2, and 3. Whereas 4 and 5 will be here on Crescent Moon Island. Now, there is, I think, 2 more things you want to do near this island. Because over near this island, there is a submarine. Kind of like the one near Northern Fairy Island. Oh, yeah. You also got these shark enemies that'll approach you every once in a while. To deal with them, I just stop in place. That way they'll kind of circle you, target them, and use the boomerang. They die in 1 hit to the boomerang. Anyway, going in this submarine, you'll notice there's a mini-blend in here. Except this time we're actually going to fight these mini-blends for real. And they die in 1 hit to the Master Sword. You notice 1 torch lights up. And more mini-blends will appear. So basically this will be kind of a survival challenge. You want to try to get past all these mini-blends that keep spawning. So where they keep spawning from, I have no idea, because they seem to like come out of nowhere. And see how many of these mini-blends you can kill or survive. Because if you survive for a certain amount of time and kill enough mini-blends, more torches will get lit, because that was our second one. Now I gotta wait until the other 2 torches get lit up. It's fun hitting a bunch of them at once, although it kind of lags out the game when it does that. Okay, there's a 3rd torch lit. Just gotta keep surviving the mini-blend onslaught. Plenty of this submarine is filled with nothing but mini-blends. And for those of you who have actually seen my Luigi's Mansion gameplay, you'll notice they kind of make the same noise as Shivers the Butler. They go like, "Ninny, ninny, ninny." Anyway, now that you've survived long enough, it's time for us to climb up this ladder and get the treasure from the submarine. Alright. And inside, we will get... a treasure chart! Yeah, but unlike the one that was just found on top of Crescent Moon Island, this one was a little bit harder considering you had to fight a bunch of mini-blends. Anyway, now that we've gotten the treasure chart, let's get out of the submarine. And there is actually one more thing you can do near this island. I believe somewhere in here there's a flock of seagulls. Alright, after searching that square for a little while, I noticed it's not there, so I'm thinking it might be somewhere around this island instead. So So sailing 1 square east of Crescent Moon Island. This island is also 1 square north of Dragon Roost. This is 7-star Isles. Although they're just rocks sticking out of the water, so I don't even know if I call them Isles. Oh yeah, since he's gotten that hint, now I know that the flock of seagulls is somewhere around here. So I was wrong, it was this island that the flock of seagulls is nearby. Also, right around here, there will be these 3 towers in a line. You'll want to go ahead and go to these towers, because at the top will be a good reward if you can defeat all the enemies up there. So we're going to climb to the top of these towers. And guess what enemies are up here? Wizrobes! Great. Die. If we're killing that Wizrobe, 1 treasure chest will appear. And yet so will another Wizrobe. Die! Burn to death for all I care. And another treasure chest will appear for killing the second Wizrobe. And now there are 2 more. Gotcha! Sniped ya!
Nice shot!
And from killing those last 2 Wizrobes, a 3rd treasure chest will appear, and that's the one that's important. So what was in the first treasure chest? A red rupee. So that's good. Okay, what's in the second treasure chest? A golden feather. And now for the last treasure chest, which is the more important one. Because in this one, you will get... a treasure chart! So that's another treasure chart down. Alright, so now let's head back to the King of Red Lions and see if we can find the flock of seagulls somewhere around the square. Okay, there's the flock of seagulls, finally. Now then, for this giant Octorok, this one is one of the more harder ones because this one has 12 eyes. Just like we did with the Octorok near 2 Eye Reef at the bottom of the map, we're going to try to turn all of his eyes blue with the bombs. Oh, hit his tentacle apparently, that didn't do anything. Alright, I think there's a couple more eyes I haven't hit yet, like this one. And then the last one is on his side. And there we go, that is one of the 12-eyed Octoroks taken down. I'm not going to bother with the 8-eyed Octoroks, considering there are 3 of them, but the reward is only just 100 rupees. However, the ones with 12 eyes, they may not be as great as the Great Fairy giving you double magic power, but they are something pretty close. So sail near it and use the grappling hook to where he died. And from killing one of the 2 12-eyed Octoroks in the Great Sea, you will get... a piece of heart! Alright, so 1 more and we'll complete another heart container. But, now that we've gotten almost there, we are actually going to be sailing to the last island on the top row of the sea, of the Great Sea, because that one is actually where one of the Triforce shards is. And also, compared to the GameCube version, they made finding the Triforce charts and shards a lot less tedious. Because in the GameCube version, you had to find all 8 Triforce charts, get them deciphered, and then find the Triforce shards that way. Whereas in the HD version, there are only 3 charts, and 5 of the shards are still where they're going to be led. So this one, we're going to get the map fish for this area. Hoi, small fry. Yeah, you say that every time. Anyway, we are now 1 square east of 7-Star Isles. The square is northeast of Dragon Roost. This is Overlook Island. Since it's all the way in the top right of the sea chart, this island can be, well, overlooked. But yeah, he's saying one of the Triforce shards is up there on that island. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to try to get that shard. So to get to it, you got to pull up to this palm tree here and get out the hook shot. And you got to aim at the tree, and the tide is up. And use the hook shot to go up. Although you got to watch out for cannon ships trying to hit you on the way up. Okay. Ooh, blue chew jelly. So this is blue chew jelly number 6. The stun from the cannon. Well, the blast from the cannon stunned him. That's funny. Anyway, let's go ahead and keep moving on. I also forgot there was a blue chew jelly on this island. Anyway, it's time to go down the hole. And in here, you're going to be dealing with a more bigger enemy gauntlet than we did back at Star Island. So with these kinds of gauntlets, there'll be 4 rooms off to the corners, each filled with enemies. You gotta defeat all 4 of the rooms, and then there'll be one big battle in the main room. Once you beat the battle in the main room, you could get through that door over there where the Triforce shard is. So we gotta take down the enemies in each of the rooms, starting with this one. And we get Armos Knight starting off. It's funny how they're nice enough to put bomb flowers in here in case you were too stupid not to bring bombs here. So throw bombs in each of their mouths, and... kablooey! Haha! Alright, so that's all the enemies in this room, which were just those Armos Knights. This will give me plenty of bombs to refill back at, like, that I used on the big Octorok fight. And then when you clear a room, you notice a torch lights up. So we gotta light all 4 of the torches to activate the big battle in the main room. Oh, Stalfos. I thought it was gonna be Wizrobes for a second. But I guess I'll go ahead and take these guys down. Where are the skulls? There they are. Okay. That's you down. I'm not going to be able to get you in time. So, let's go ahead and send a little bomb down to get him ready to explode again. Pull out the skull hammer. Come back here. Into the wall. I still think it's ironic kind of using the skull hammer to destroy the skulls of the Stalfos. That's the skull hammer lives up to its name. Alright. And that's the second room down. So I guess in a way, with these 4 rooms in the main room, I guess it's kind of like an Elite 4 and Champion battle. And now going in the 3rd room, we have... Wizrobes! Great. And he's summoning enemies. Oh, like a Cargarox. As well. What do you? Now, but these guys want to switch. Ow! They want to switch to the normal arrows. These guys die in 1 hit to arrows. Yeah, it's better just to use a regular arrow on Cargarox since they die in 1 hit to those. That way you don't waste your magic power. And now for the last room. Oh wait, no, this isn't the last room. Did I pass it?
Stop it!
Yeah, I passed it. I'm an idiot. Anyway, we got pots in here. You know what this means. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And every single one of them has a shield invoke goblin in it. Also, even though they have shields, they're no match for the fully powered Master Sword. And they still drop joy pendants. Alright. And now for the big battle in the main room. So last round we got Dark Nuts. Haha, sliced off your armor while you weren't looking. Oh, come on. Unfortunately, since they're all attacking together, it kind of interrupts the counterattack. Oh, there's a red rupee. Oh. Yeah, unfortunately, because there's a bunch of darkness together, it kind of doesn't make it good for the counterattack. Oh, there goes your helmet. Or at least one of their helmets. Oh, come on. This is ridiculous how many are just, like, put together. Still kind of funny how they hit each other, and you also gotta watch out for the columns that they're destroying. Alright, there goes all your helmets. And one of your armor. They also do the karate moves on themselves. Or like the punches on themselves. Ow. Ow. It's funny how they're still hitting each other. Oh. Ow. Dang, I'm really getting hit by these guys. Yeah, at least Boomerang is pretty much your friend against these guys, since they can easily stun them. Yeah, that's you, Dad. Dang, they're quick. Especially without their armor. There we go, finally took them all out. Dang, that was pretty hard, fighting 4 Dark Knights at once. Because they draw quite a bit of hearts and recovery items. Alright, there we go. Last treasure orb. Okay, there we go. Now, let's also use their sword to try to destroy these pillars, because if you do, you can get some more items, like magic recovery, like those red rupees I saw earlier. Like, this one has 10 in green rupees. Ooh, that one has a ton of rupees, including a purple rupee. And 10 in green rupees. Okay, now let's head through this room. Because after beating all those enemies, you will go in here, then just play the Wind's Requiem on this little circle here. And from doing that, there is the treasure chest containing your Triforce shard. Got a Triforce shard! So this is the very tip of the triangle. You need 7 more shards to form a complete piece of the Triforce. So there are a total of 8 Triforce shards that make up the Triforce of Courage. And this is the very tip of the triangle. Also got a ton of rupees from the pots. Also, if you are playing the GameCube version of this, it's going to be a lot more tedious with those Triforce charts, because what you have to do with the charts is you have to go to Tingle and get them deciphered in order to read where the Triforce shards are located in the Great Sea. And unfortunately, Tingle has a deciphering fee. So, yeah. You might like Tingle now, although I can't imagine why you would like Tingle now. But anyway, you will learn to hate him. Especially in the GameCube version. At least in the Wii U HD remake, they made that a little bit less tedious, having only 3 charts. But anyway, I'm glad that's not as tedious in this version. Alright, now coming up on this square. So this square is 1 square east of Dragonroost Island, which is 1 square south of Overlook. And this is the final square we're going to be doing in this episode. This is Flight Control Platform. Yeah, and something about treasure and rocks. Anyway, before going up to the actual platform, there is also another submarine in this square. So we're going to go take care of that, and then we're going to go to the platform and play another minigame. We all live in a brown submarine, a wooden submarine, a moblin submarine. Anyway, going down here, as soon as you press this switch... Wizrobes! You suck! Oh. I need to switch back to the fire arrows. Oh, choo-choo. Another Wizrobe! You can die! Oh, you're kidding me, there's more of them. And mini ones. Oh, come on, let me target the Wizrobe. Die! Can you stop targeting the mini blins? Because that's the least of my worries right now. Oh. Don't pick up the pot. I don't need that. Stop targeting the little guys. I swear, the targeting system is stupid sometimes. There's the Wizrobe. There's the Wizrobe. Die! There we go. And defeating all the Wizrobes, the ladder will drop down so you can go get the treasure. It's like as soon as you step in the room, the treasure just magically appears. Got a platform chart. Now you know where to find all the lookout towers on the big sea chart. So yeah, unfortunately there are not treasure charts in all of these. There's like other kind of charts as well. Like there's like one for the platforms, one for the submarines, one for like the big octos, and I think a few other ones as well. Anyway, we got that chart. So now we're gonna head to that flight control platform and try to complete that little minigame to finish this episode off. So coming up on this platform here, we have some Ritos hosting a little minigame here. And for this minigame, you're going to need your Deku Leaf. So then talk to this guy. Greetings, O person who has surely come to take the challenge of the Birdman contest. And now listen, you're free to use means methods to fly to the sky. The rules are simple. See how far you can fly before you crash into the sea. Banner stands where the great and talented champion who was furthest to date. If you're able to pass that flag, you become the new champion. Participation fee is only 10 rupees. Just play it. Okay, up the ladder. My brother waits up at the top. Who is the current champion? Hope you have someone that can help you float, which we kind of do. Although, kind of look at this Rito right here. Does he look familiar? Yes. To me, he looks like an exact Rito version of Waluigi. I mean, just look at him. It's pretty obvious. The way his beak is shaped like a nose, the mustache, the purple rim around his goggles. I swear, he looks like a Rito version of Waluigi. Anyway, also, I want to make sure that the wind direction is pointing the right way. So we're going to change it to the northwest to get the maximum boost of the wind. And you will need your double magic meter to do this. The double magic meter is required. Anyway, here we go. We'll also kind of need the help of those little updrafts you see kind of on the way to the flag. Oh boy, I'm not gonna make it. Come on, please let me make it. I'm not gonna make it, am I? Wait, wait. I'm gonna make it! Made it! Goal! I sound like the guy from soccer. 259 yards. Impressive. Breathtaking. My eyes, they are unworthy. Amazing. You blew past my brother's best record in impressive fashion. You make a fine distinguished member of the Rito tribe. That is if Ritos use deku leaves instead of wings. Anyway, as the new champion of the Birdman contest, here, please accept this. A piece of heart! And that completes heart container number 13. Come back anytime. So yes, we have completed the Birdman contest. And with that done, I think this is a good place to end this off here. So, next time on The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker HD, we are going to continue along the second row of the Great Sea to see what other cool islands we can find. And we also keep looking out for the Triforce charts and shards. So, see you guys on the other side. Stupid sign.